Rich, we've both come up with presentations, haven't we?
Yeah.
I'm anti-Pierce. I'm claiming that he's evil, and you're claiming that he's a good person.
Yeah, I'm pro Pierce. I'm big PP.
You're right. Now, already, you've used my friendship against me because I told you that my main plan was to just keep playing the racism cards. So you've made the subtitle, or how I was duped by a racist. So you come up on top either way.
No, I just gotta play. I've got a big army to fight against. Yeah, I've got to use all the skills I've got at my disposal.
Right. Okay. Do you want to go first, or shall I?
I don't know. Actually, do you want to go first?
The problem with me going first is we end the video on the conclusion that he's evil. He's good, I mean.
Okay, good point. Okay, we'll start with me then.
Alright.
We'll start with me. Go on. My argument is that Pierce is the glue to the group in general, for many reasons. Just like how, in certain stories that are people who choose to be evil to get everyone to cause peace. He
Yeah.
So Pierce it took a sacrifice that no one else is brave enough to do. But in so doing,
that's the spin you're putting on it. All right.
Okay, we can go to the next slide then. The first slide. As you can see,
this image looks predatory.
As you can see, he's a perfect father figure. In this episode, he still goes to Annie's party, even though Annie doesn't. He's really anxious about people not going, and he's actually the emotional crux of the story because he's anxious about getting old, and he's the one who pulls the group together when everyone has to come and save Pierce. But this is where we start the relationship with Annie. He's always there for Annie. He gives Annie money. He always just wants Annie to be independent, and you can see he's giving her a good back rub when she's really sad. So that's my first point, basically. He's a father figure to the group.
Right, I'm not going to interrupt every point, but I need to question something. You say he's a father figure and he lends Annie money. Can we talk about the case that we both talked about last night, where he lends him money in order to manipulate her to get a bigger role in the play?
Oh, that's just, that was just coincidental. He was really sad with his own dad, and he was watching that show. He was basically, there's a scene where he's watching the show with his dad, how he wasn't included, and he was like, I want to make Annie feel included, so he included her in the creative decision making. Yeah,
that was a really sad moment when Pierce's dad was recording an advert with a fake son.
Yeah, because he didn't audition well. So he was like, I don't want Annie to feel like that. Okay. So I'll give him money and then make myself look like the bad guy, even though, he played drugs.
Yep, but what you're saying is, he's not the bad guy, he's the dad guy.
Yes, he's the dad guy.
Right, should we go to the next slide?
I'm just the dad guy. He's always there to give the winger speech. It's funny, Abed always says, is a winger speech to bring her home. But Pierce has quite a lot of inspirational moments where he's talking to Jeff.
Yeah, that's true.
This is one of them. This is one of them. Pierce is alright looking like the dad guy, but also he's happy with being the butt of the joke to mobilise the plot. He's you know what it is? He's Winger if he was older and more jaded. Oh. That's why I think him and Jeff have these little Winger moments. But yeah, look at that. What a story there. What a cracker of a story.
What a story, Mark.
What a story. When the doctor stopped delivering me and just started laughing. I mean, if I let being bad or something stop me, I wouldn't even be here. Look at that, what a man.
Yeah, that is quite inspirational. I'll give you that point.
What a dude. Go ahead, next one then. Full of forgiveness. He's a magnanimous kind of dude.
Is this from the episode where he overdosed on drugs?
Yeah, and he gives everyone gifts because he's so kind.
I really like the ifunny.co logo in the corner.
See, that's amazing. Well, yeah, so just to read it out, I was never one to hold a grudge, Jeffrey. My father held grudges. I'll always hate him for that. And it's very reasonable for him to hate him for that, you know what I mean?
No, it's ironic. It's not reasonable. It's ironic.
No, it's reasonable. It's perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable. But yeah, so in this, especially in this episode, even though the group have not been very kind to him, he doesn't hold grudges, and he gives them gifts throughout the whole episode. Truly a lovely person. He couldn't get Jeff, and when he tried to get Jeff's dad, but then Jeff's dad didn't turn up, and he felt really bad on Jeff, so he pretended to be Jeff's dad to help Jeff. It just makes sense. And then after this, Jeff actually goes on to want to meet his dad. Without Pierce, without this, it wouldn't have happened.
I wish we was recording video, because you'll just see me shaking my head through the entire thing. Are we going next slide?
Yeah, next slide. Now, if you watch this episode, you might come away and think he really hates Fat Neil, because he keeps calling him Fat Neil. But he's playing the long game. He wasn't the one who called him Fat Neil in the first place. That was Jeff, so he's highlighting Jeff's inner nastiness. And he plays the role of the antagonist to give Neil, a way out of his pain. If I am to get a bit philosophical here, you got Hegelian dialectics that says you got the master and the slave dynamic, and Neil gets sad because he doesn't have anything to work against anymore. He's just overcome. So now he has to fight against Pierce in this episode, and it's that dynamic, the dialectic between them, that makes him overcome it. And look at Pierce; he's playing the role perfectly. What a mental health hero! Without him, Neil might have died.
You know what, mate? I didn't interrupt you there because what I want someone to do: transcribe that and then upload it to Reddit as a copy pasta.
It's such a great analysis.
All right, next slide.
It's there till the end.
We was just talking last night about how I don't like this episode, so you thought, all right, let's include a slide from it.
For the final point too. Yeah, this is so as I think this is the final point with regards to how Pierce is really the glue to the group. Everyone leaves Abed in this, or how can Pierce pronounces it, Abed? Everyone leaves Abed in this. So
you know what? I watched an episode where he called him Abed, and I thought Chevy didn't know the name of the actor, did he? The character, did he?
Yeah, the way he's like.
Is that on purpose? Because it's so natural.
Yeah, like it sort of stutters, doesn't it? The way he says it. I definitely think he forgot. And then he just
that was my reaction. I went, that's a Chevy moment, not a Pierce moment.
I know they based it on him, didn't he, the character?
Yeah.
Like a lot of what he said. But yeah, so everyone leaves. Pierce is like the first in the group actually to go, this is gay, because he doesn't really want to support, Abed's delusion, but he really comes round by
the end. Are you just going to grace over that? We called something he didn't like as gay. Like we all did in primary school.
What he meant was...
happy. This is very happy.
Yeah, that's exactly like he was like, what a happy Christmas episode. So yeah.
You know what the irony of this is, mate? He didn't stay till the end. He left in season 5.
You know what's funny? It's the 5th slide as well. Oh, that's funny. But that is my presentation on why Pierce is a beautiful man, despite his rampant racism, homophobia, and general overall xenophobia.
Sorry, you whispered all that while I was clapping. Did you think you'd get away with that, or? Right, that was a great presentation, mate.
Hey.
Now I'm gonna counter it.
Oh no.
Pierce is evil.
I like how it's just, no pun, just flat out.
Right. I want to start with a quote. All our silences in the face of racist assault are acts of complicity. Bell hooks.
Bell hooks as well.
So I just want to say, even if you did distance yourself from the racism and stuff, the fact that you're not commenting on it speaks loads. Next slide. Today, we will discuss why Pierce Hawthorne is evil. He is a spoiled boomer with a warped sense of morality, often spewing racist sentiments or trying to split the group up. This presentation will focus on some of the bad things that Pierce has done. He may look like a happy old man, but he is far from it. Racism.
Okay, Dewey.
Pierce is a constant source of racist and homophobic comments. Pierce often makes racist and homophobic comments throughout the show. For example, okay, Dewey, he should watch 21 Jump Street. Thoughts?
You know, if you take it out of context, I can absolutely see how the complexities and the nuances of Pierce's vast and wonderful personality could easily be construed as racist.
Right. Faking dementia. Pierce pretended to have dementia when the dean walks in on an illegal poker game. Do you think that's okay, Rich? Rich? Oh, you're laughing. It
Hello.
didn't pick up your audio, so it seemed like you just left the call. You went, I can't defend faking dementia.
Oh no, I said the thing. I said like a whole thing, but that's a bit funnier.
It just went silent.
It's just like, oh, what have I done?
Right, next slide.
Oh.
Speaks for itself.
Racism again.
Right. He broke up Shirley and Andre. Pierce caused a rift between Shirley and Andre. He mentioned how Shirley's baby could be Chang's. Why did he do this? Because she deprived him of popcorn. Do you think?
What he was seeing was that the Chang wasn't getting the proper attention, which actually it becomes a plot point later on that Chang shouldn't be sent away and he should get his fair due.
Speaking of Jews.
Racism again. All the racism.
So, I also wanted to talk about the time in the Paintball episode where Pierce gave Jeff blanks, making him lose out on 10 grand. He's selfish, he smells like a fart, he goes poo-poo in his pants, and poo-poo in my heart.
So I would argue that he's keeping Jeff in check. He knows that the group would be split up if Jeff won the 10 grand.
Okay, so he's keeping the group together. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, always.
Interesting. I'll let this slide speak for itself.
He's a product of his time.
That can be the name of the video. P.S. Hawthorne. He's a product of his time.
Yeah, I like that as a subtitle.
Thank you for watching. This is a reminder that you laughed during this presentation. Pierce is not only evil, but so are you. Thank you for coming to my presentation.
I just realised we did the same thing as that episode. That's amazing. Man is good. Man is evil.
Man was horny, so he dropped him. Man is evil. I know what side I'm on. So, the question is, Richard.
Maybe the viewers subscribe to find out in the next episode where I land.
That's brilliant. Thank you.
We'll keep the debates going. We'll find someone else. Maybe the next one is Chang deranged, or is he actually a mastermind?
Yeah. I would love to argue that Chang is a mastermind.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me for those presentations, Rich.
No worries, man.
Like Richard
always
said, subscribe to find out who won, and we'll talk about it in the future, in the next episode.
Yes. And of course, comment, if you have any takes.
And why not leave a like? Right, comment if you either hate or you love Pierce. We want to know. Right, that'll do. Cheers, Rich.
Okay. Cheers.
Bye.
Peace out.